You haven't seen or heard much from me for a while, and that's not accidental. I recently had some surgery that was necessary and unpleasant, as you can see. Uh, I'm no longer able to communicate the way I used to or look the way I used to, and it's actually set my confidence a bit. Um, so let me take you back down the road and why I feel like it's important to talk about this. Um, when I was 10 or 11 years old, I was hit by a car while riding my bicycle to school one day. And at the time, all that happened is I hit the pavement and chipped a tooth, the front tooth right here. Between the age of 10 and the age of 16, the tooth slowly died, but nobody knew. And I woke up one day when I was 16 years old with a swollen face, had a root canal that was essentially horribly botched. And over the years since then, I have had a chronic infection in my face. And when we came back to normal health screenings and normal concern, my dentist looked into or was looking at the area, decided that it was time to send me to another kind of doctor for a greater consultation. So I went to see this oral surgeon last October who did a very fascinating 3D imaging of my skull in my face and said, yeah, you have, it was worn, it's been eaten away all the way up into here, back behind. He said if we leave it there, it'll just eventually kill more teeth. And he was afraid that if we left it there, it would actually eat through the bone and get into my brain cavity and kill me. And so we scheduled surgery, which finally happened a few weeks ago. I've been in pain actually and on some unpleasantry for several months now. So leading up to it, I was actually looking forward to having it. Ironically enough, as soon as the surgery was finished, some of my chronic issues went away. I used to have constant congestion, which I attributed to seasonal allergies, that has almost entirely gone away. There was also always a pressure, and I would have migraines. I had trouble sleeping. I would wake up 2, 3, 4 times in the night, not to go to the bathroom, just I'd be wide awake. And my overall feeling has improved, aside from the fact that this is super weird feeling to not have teeth suddenly, to know that I sound differently from the way I used to sound. I can't do some of my impressions anymore. I can't sing very well anymore, at least until I get my fake teeth put in. And but apparently everything is healing okay and looks fine. He just said it will take at least 6 months for the bone to grow back to where they can drill the mounts in and put implants in and give me some fake teeth. So my life has changed a little bit, and I've changed a little bit, and but it's been a long time coming, and it's something that I felt like it was time to take care of and handle. If you've seen other videos, maybe you've noticed I had 2 dead teeth, and they looked dead. The dentist was talking with me back in January when I went to see him about the facing they're going to put on and trying to match it. And I said it can't look any worse than it did having 2 gray teeth. And if people are going to look at me and judge me by that, then without getting to know me, then I guess that's their problem, because this isn't my fault. That's what pisses me off about this, is that I was minding my own business, riding my bicycle where I was supposed to be riding it. I was probably wearing a helmet, maybe not. Irrelevant. It broke a tooth, and your helmet doesn't protect your teeth. But this had nothing to do with me. It's not my fault. And now I have to pay thousands of dollars to have it rectified by something that I didn't create. I also, it should have never gone this far. I've gone to the dentist religiously 3 times a year for 14 years. Except for during quarantine when we were not allowed to, when the offices were closed. I think I missed like 2 cleanings. But this should have been caught a long time ago and abrogated. And maybe it wouldn't have been much cheaper, but this could have been taken care of earlier, maybe at less cost, and it should have never happened. This has nothing to do with me. So I'm going to end up with fake teeth that I am going to have because I didn't do anything wrong. I wasn't, biting pistachios or chewing popcorn or chewing pens or eating rocks or anything abnormal to where this should have happened. And it wasn't even purposeful. It was just some guy not paying attention who clipped me and knocked me onto the ground, and I broke a tooth that eventually died. Because that's all that I know of that ever happened to me. There were no other injuries, but I could tell you to this day where he lived. Um, my life changed a lot in that town for many ways, but that's a topic for another video. So you haven't seen me a lot because I've been frustrated by having to take care of this and having to pay for things that are not my fault. And why am I bringing this up now? Because I'm bringing this up because we're coming up on Easter. And at Easter, we think about things being made right. The some of the Jewish traditions also center around this, even though Easter is not one of their holidays, about the sabbatical year and around some of their feasts, about putting the past behind us and about things being made right for those who are oppressed. And it is a common theme of most belief systems. Karma is all about things being made right and rectified. And I'm grateful that God provided me the money to pay for this because I've gotten several huge influxes of extra money in the last 12 months that are basically going to help me break even on this where it doesn't actually set me back. And I'm grateful for that. It, of course, wasn't what I was looking for. I was thinking of it as this like boondoggle. Yay! I can go spend 3 weeks in Europe by myself and do what I want, but I'm better off healthy. So it's good to use the money for that. And he did provide it. But I didn't do anything to cause this. I was minding my own business as a kid. I went to the doctor when my face swelled up. I've tried to take good care of my teeth, and I've gone to the dentist. And it's through a series of bad decisions made by other people, I am now forced to go through this experience and pay the price. And so as I think about Easter and about the prices that we pay, the things we go through, and the things that we have caused that may have hurt other people, it makes me wonder, is there someone out there who spiritually has broken teeth and chronic infection and a risk to their brain or their soul because of things that I have done? Some of them were negligent. Some of them were just idiotic. At least none of these people were intentionally trying to hurt me, because I don't think I've ever intentionally tried to hurt anybody. But I am sometimes negligent, and I am sometimes not diligent enough, and sometimes I do stupid things. And I wonder whose teeth have been chipped because I interfered with their life, and what price are they having to pay because of things I created in their life. And what things did these people have happen to them before they did this to me? I don't expect karma or justice to do anything to them because, like I said, none of this was mean-spirited or intentional. I'm just disappointed that that's where the extra money is going to go, because this is something that, if I earned it, it would be different. If I'd done something stupid, if I tried to ride down the street in a shopping cart holding onto a bumper and this had happened, then I would have to own that. Well, I didn't do anything wrong. And I'm going through this now. And it doesn't hurt anywhere near as much as it used to, but for a while it hurt. And I have an appetite now, which I didn't used to for a while. But I feel weird. It feels weird. And it feels really strange to have these things happen. I know that's one of the things that we think about at Easter, is the things that will be made right by a higher power, especially the things that we didn't do intentionally to hurt others or that happened to us that are out of our control. So this Easter, I'm grateful that God provided the money to pay for this, the restored access to doctors so I can get it done, and that I'm healing as well as I am, because it is pretty significant. And I don't wish any of these people ill. I just wish that I could have gotten better sooner, or that it never would have happened in the first place. But at least I can get replacement teeth. And that's something also I'm looking forward to having. I told my dentist, I said, so basically what you're telling me is if everything goes well, sometime in December I'll be ready to have the veneers put on. And he said, yeah. And I said, so for Christmas, I'm going to get my 2 front teeth. And it's interesting to have that in my repertoire of experiences in this world, because those are the kinds of things that have definitely defined my life. The unexpected relationships to things that we sometimes glibly recite without thinking about why they matter. So take care of yourself. You're better off healthy. And if you hurt somebody inadvertently, um, if I've hurt you, I hope that God makes that right for you, especially if it was intentional. At least in this case, this guy didn't run me over and break my teeth because he wanted me to be miserable, and I have the means to fix it. So anyway, that's why you haven't heard a lot from me lately, is surgery and discomfort, pain, and a little bit of self awareness and self esteem that I don't look. I mean, I didn't think I was that good looking before, and this definitely makes me look strange in a way I never expected to look. I mean, at least if I was a hockey player, it would be a cool story. But now this started because some guy sideswiped me with his car, knocked me over on my bike, and I bit the asphalt. It's all sorts of sideways stupid, and that's what bothers me about it. So, um, yeah. Well, I'll be back now a bit because I've got the time and the desire, and you're just going to have to deal with the lisp because for the next 8 to 9 months, this is what I'm going to sound like most of the time. If you don't like it, I guess you can send me money for teeth. I won't say no. I'm grateful for any help and those who have been of help so far, providing me food, getting me to the doctor and back, and those who will tolerate the fact that I'm going to look and sound weird, at least for some period of time. Godspeed and take care.